you could
Right.
even do January. And what are your, I mean, people ask me this a lot about taking, is January too late? And I typically say November is preferable, but January could still be okay if your LSAT was higher. What do you think on
Yeah.
that, about that?
I might be a little extreme. So I
That's fine.
I typically say like try not to do past like October, September, October. I mean, if you must do November, do November. Otherwise, I think it depends on what your goals are, right? So I have people across the spectrums. You know, I don't just help people get into elite schools, like basically across the spectrums. And so, you know, and I know because I wanted to come back to Maryland. So, you know, I applied to the T10, but I also applied to all the schools in Maryland. Because I wanted to practice family law, and I did, and I clerked right here in Maryland, and I practiced family law right here in Maryland. So I could have done a lot of that stuff, you know, from a lot of different schools. So some people come to me and they're like, I don't want to move past these 2 hours from my house. I want to go to law school. And, you know, the schools that are in those 2-hour radiuses are not, you know, that competitive to get into. Okay, fine. November, probably even January may work. But if you're telling me, you know, I really want to go T10, T15, T25, unless you tell me that in November or January, you're going to be able to get like a 170 plus, and that is why you are waiting, I think you might do better just waiting another cycle, because the outcomes might be worth a year wait. You know, I think like the scholarship money goes quicker. I think it's just easier to get in. For some schools earlier in the cycle, I mean, they haven't filled their class yet. I mean, I know that I had a 2-week turnaround from 2 of my law schools.
That's incredible.
I
It's
mean,
people are waiting months a lot of the time.
right. But I think if you get your apps in, and like I push to try to get my students their apps in September and October. And if you get your apps in September and October, then I think you really should hear back from a lot of schools in November and December.
And there's that scholarship money too, which is huge. And when there's a lot more money in the scholarship bank account, they're going to be more liberal with it.
Yeah, absolutely. Because you might come in and you might be the best applicant that they've seen so far, right? But in November and December, they've seen like a lot of people.
Thanks for tuning into the show. Please subscribe if you haven't done so already to be notified of new episodes as I release them. And feel free to reach out if you need anything at all as you move forward with your prep. I'm happy to help however I can. In the meantime, I'll wish you all the best and take care.